I'm doing another video about Scream, the 2022 version. I touched on everything that I didn't like fresh out of seeing it in the movies. But since then, I've watched a video, Actual Justice Warrior. I'll provide the link below. But he brought up a lot of other points that make me really not like this movie even more. They basically filleted Rian Johnson in this movie. This guy also brings up the fact that they call Jordan Peele the GOAT, to which he said, so Jordan Peele did one really good horror movie, and then he did another horror movie that is kind of controversial. Yeah, at the time, there was Get Out and Us. How the hell is he the GOAT? You know what I mean? Like, how is he the new master of horror? He did 2 freaking movies. But also, the fact that they reference that Rian Johnson had done the last Stab movie, and people were pissed about the direction that he took it in. Now, Rian Johnson directed The Last Jedi, which was a steaming pile of absolute disgusting woke garbage. But at any rate, they kind of were neutral when talking about it. But the killers at the end of the movie were pissed off at the way the Stab franchise had gone, and that was why they went on the killing spree. So this film, in essence, is really more of like an anti-Scream movie than it is a Scream movie, because instead of going through the tropes of the horror movie, instead of poking fun at Hollywood, they're coming after the fans, and kind of viciously too. It's the message almost seems to be like our stuff or you're a toxic person. But the other thing is, and in reference to Rian Johnson, Dewey totally gets the Luke Skywalker treatment. Totally. And it's shameful. It is shameful. Dewey Riley was the lovable dimwit who had a golden heart. And they find him in this movie. And again, as I mentioned in the previous film, they did what they should have done in Scream 4, where they focused on like these new characters. But when they went to see him, he's like this broken man, this like downtrodden, dreary, dark, depressed, alcoholic. And you come to find out he didn't like living in the city with Gail, so he basically just dipped, like divorced her and stuff like that. Dewey would not do that. Again, it was ballsy that they killed him, and had it been leading up to an ending that was worth a shit, it might have been worth a shit, but it wasn't, because they didn't. And before they took him out, they managed to just completely and totally disrespect his character. That was like the worst thing that they did. They killed his character before they killed him. And I really don't like that. Like I was saying in the previous video, of all the Scream movies that Wes Craven directed, Scream 4 is hands down my least favorite. But Scream 4 deserves an Academy Award compared to this other Scream movie. It's going to be like a Jurassic World thing. They're going to branch out with more Scream sequels, and instead of actually doing something clever, it's just going to be like, hey guys, guess who's still alive? Stu Macher. Oh, guess what? Kirby's still alive. Hey, you remember Kirby? Maybe. Yeah, I really, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I process it, I just really, truthfully did not like the new Scream movie. I think that it was pointed at fans, as I think a lot of things are these days. Like our stuff or you're a terrible person. The movie brought that up, which is a thing of current society, but the movie like supported it instead of poked fun at it. And I'm surprised because, this film really did get pretty good reception for the most part. I think it was just like a case of everybody was like super excited to be seeing another Scream movie. But I think that as time passes and people like really take a step back and like look at this film for what it is, their appreciation for it is going to wear thin, I think. But who's to say? And that's all she wrote.